Okay, good day everyone. So our topic for today is about differential calculus. So umpisa natin sa limits, no? So this is just basic lang naman to. So first, here in number 1, we have a limit of a constant. So constant to, so ililimit natin yan. And paano lang mag-solve ng mga limits? So isa-substitute lang natin tong value ng limit natin, which is in this case, 0. So, kaya lang, wala namang x dito sa part na to. So, ibig sabihin, limit of 4 as x approaches 0 is equal to 4. Kasi wala naman tayong pagsasubstitute nitong form. Nitong 0. Okay? Next, limit of 1,000 as x approaches 3. So, the same, wala tayong x dito na pwede nating isubstitute tong 3. So, the answer is 1,000. Okay, next, limit of a function. So, itong dalawang to ay limit of function. So, limit of x as x approaches 5. So, meron na tayong x na pwedeng pag-substitutean nito. So, the answer is 5. So, isa-substitute lang naman natin to dito. So, next naman, limit of x as x approaches a plus b. So, isa-substitute lang natin tong a plus b dito sa x. Ang answer is a plus b. Next. So, ito din, limit of a function din to. So, sa substitute naman natin to dito. So, magiging 3 times negative 2, which is equal to negative 6. Then, limit of 4x as x approaches 5. So, 4 times 5. So, we have 20. So, ganun lang siya kasimple. Let's try something harder ng konti. Okay? So, limit of x squared as x approaches 3. So, magiging 3 squared to, which is 9. So, next is limit of 4x cubed as x approaches 2. So, 4 times 2x cubed. So, we have 2 cubed is 8 times 4. So, that's 32. Then, limit of a function na tayo for sum and difference. So, isa-substitute natin to dito. Limit of 3x minus 7 as x approaches 3. So, we have 3 times 3 minus 7. So, ang sagot natin dito, we have 3 times 3, 9 minus 7, 2. Next. So, ito naman, magiging negative 2 square plus 2 times negative 2 plus 4. So, anong answer natin dito? So, this is 4, this is 4, this is 0, negative 4, and this is positive 4. The answer is 4. Next. So, limit of 3x times the quantity 1 minus 2x as x approaches 1. So, 3 times 1 times 1 minus 2 times 1. So, nasagot natin dito. So, magkakaroon tayo dyan ng final answer natin is negative 3. Next. So, ganito din yan, no? Limit of 2x minus 1 times 2x plus 1. So, as x approaches 5. So, kung gusto nyo, pwede muna natin itong gamitan ng sum and difference of square. So, same yung first term, same yung second term, magkaiba lang ng sign. So, paano gawin natin doon? Square the first term minus square the second term. And then, tsaka natin ililimit yan, no? So, 4 times 5 squared minus 1. So, we have 25 times 4, 100 minus 1. The answer is 99. So, ganun lang ang mag-express ng limits. Ito pa. So, limit of x plus 1 over 1 minus 3x as x approaches 3. So, we have 0, as x approaches 0 pala. So, 0 plus 1 over 1 minus 3 times 0. Yan. So, ang sagot natin? So we have 1. Next. So 4 times 3 plus 2 over 4 times 3. So the answer is, so we have 12 plus 2, 14 over 12 or 7 over 6. Yan. Next. So square root ng 2 times 2 plus 5. So magkakaroon tayo ng square root of 9, which is positive negative 3. And lastly, we have 2 cubed plus 2 times 2 plus 4 over 2 squared plus 5. Magkakaroon po tayo dito ng 2 cubed is 8 plus 4 plus 4. So 16 over 9. Which is, ang square root ng 16 over 9 is positive negative 4 over 3. So, ganun lang po siya, no? So, next, indeterminate form. So, itry muna natin itong ilimit. So, pag in-express natin itong limit of x cubed plus 8 over x plus 2 as x approaches negative 2, pag sinolve natin yan, negative 2 cubed plus 8 over negative 2 plus 2. So, we have negative 8 plus 8 over negative 2 plus 2 is equal to 0 over 0. And 0 over 0 is indeterminate. So, hindi pwede. So, wala tayong division ng 0 over 0. So, that's meaningless. So, ibig sabihin, hindi natin siya pwedeng makuha yung limit niya kapag ka nag 0 over 0 yung numerator and denominator niya. So, anong gagawin? So, yung mga ganitong klase, they fall in what we call indeterminate forms. So, pag sinabi natin indeterminate forms, again, yung numerator at denominator pareho nagsi-0. Okay? So, paano natin siya isosolve? So, by factoring. So, i-factor natin yung numerator or denominator and by sum cancellation, pwede tayo pwede natin makuha na yung tamang sagot. So, ano ba to? X cubed plus 8. So, etong x cubed plus 8 is cube of a binomial. So, paano gagawin natin yan? So, kasi perfect cube to, perfect cube to. So, cube of a binomial yan. So, paano natin sasagutan yan? Kunin yung factors. Cube root ng first term, copy the sign. Cube root ng second term, ng 8, 2. And yung first factor. Yung second factor, dito natin kukunin. So, square the first term, x squared. Then, opposite nung sign. Tapos, pag-multiply lang natin first at second term. And then, square the last term. Okay. So, yan na yun. And then, yung baba, hindi na naman siya factorable. So, x plus 2. And makikita natin from this, pwede nating makancel to. So, matitira na lang sa atin ay limit of x squared minus 2x plus 4 as x approaches negative 2. So, try nating ilimit tong sagot na to. So, negative 2 squared minus 2 times negative 2 plus 4. So, we have 4 plus 4 plus 4. The answer is 12. Ayan. So, may nakuha na tayong limit, no? Okay? So, indeterminate lang yung form kanina, pero meron talaga siyang limit. Next. So, limit of square root of x plus 2 minus 2 over x as x approaches 0. So, ganun din yan. Magiging indeterminate form din yan kasi 0 plus 2 minus square root of 2 over 0. So, yung taas magiging square root of 2 minus square root of 2 over 0. Maging 0 over 0. So, this is also an indeterminate form. So, magfa-factor tayo. And paano natin kukunin yung factor? Or, kung hindi ito factorable, may isa pa tayong technique. Magmumultiply tayo dito ng conjugate. Pag sinabi natin conjugate, same yung mga terms, opposite lang yung sign. Ano ba ito? X squared plus 2 plus, ganyan. So, magko-conjugate tayo para makaproduce tayo ng sum and difference of a binomial. So, pag conjugate, yung numerator at denominator, the same lang. Para equal pa rin siya sa 1, wala tayong binabago. So, pag sinagutan natin to, pag pinag-multiply natin yung numerator, makita natin, sum and difference yan of two terms. Okay? So, opposite yung sign nila. Paano pag sum and difference of two terms? Square the first term. So, square ng square root of x plus 2 is x plus 2. Then, minus square root ng second term. Square ng second term. Square ng square root of 2 is 2 over, ito lang, x times x plus 2 plus square root of 2. Yan. Okay? So then, we will have x over x times x plus 2 plus, yan, x times 2. X times square root of 2. So, pag nilimit natin yung 0, so 0 over hindi pala. So, namali pala ako dito. So, from this, we have x over x square root of x plus 2 plus square root of 2. Yan. So, pwede natin makancel to. Matitira lang 1 over square root of x plus 2 plus square root of 2. So, pag sinubstitute natin yung 0, 1 over square root of 0 plus 2 plus square root of 2. So, pag sinagot na yan, at magkakaroon tayo dyan ng 1 over 2 square root of 2, or pag ni-rationalize natin, magkakaroon tayo ng square root of 2 over 4. Ayan. Okay, so ganun lang, no? Either i-factor natin or kunin natin yung conjugate. Next. So, ganun din to. So, pwede nyo itong i-factor or kunin, i-conjugate. Pero since buong equation natin ay naka-radical, i-factor na natin nasa loob ng radical. So, etong first term na to, perfect cube. Ito ay perfect cube din. So, pwede natin kunin yung kanyang factors. So, we have cube root ng first term is 2x. Copy the sign. Cube root ng nito ay 3. And then, square the first term. Opposite ng sign. Pag multiply natin, then, square the last term. Yung baba naman, perfect square, then minus. So, sa amin, difference of 2 square. So, square root ng first term, sa amin, difference. So, isang plus, isang minus. And then, square root ng second term. So, 3. And makita natin, ito, tsaka to, pwede natin i-cancel. So, magkakaroon tayo ngayon ng limit ng 4x squared plus 6x plus 9 over 2x plus 3 as x approaches 3 halves. Okay, so isa-substitute na natin yan. 4. Okay, nakalimutan ko yung square root. So, 4 times 3 halves squared plus 6 times 3 halves plus 9 all over 2 times 3 halves plus 3. So, pag sinimplify natin to, ang makukuha natin dito ay square root of 27 over 6. Which is factorable po yung 27. Magiging square root siya ng, square root ng 9 times 3 over 6. So, magkakaroon tayo ng, pwede natin ilabas yung 9, magiging 3 square root of 3 over 6. Yung 3 over 6, magiging 1 half yun. So, 3 times square root of 1 half. O, yan na yung ating final answer. So, yan yung indeterminate forms. Next, another example. So, pakita ko na lang yung factor nito. So, magiging factor nito is x minus 1. And then, x minus 3. X plus 4. Yan. Yan yung mga factors na yan. Sa denominator naman, ang factors niya is x minus 3, tsaka x squared plus 3x minus 5. So, yan yung mga factors. So, pwede natin to i-cancel. So, may matitira tayong limit ng x minus 1 times x plus 4 over x squared plus 3x minus 5 as x approaches negative 2. Yan. So, substitute na natin. So, negative 2 minus 1 times negative 2 plus 4 over negative 2 squared plus 3 times negative 2 minus 5. Yan. Okay? So, pag sinolve natin ito, magkakaroon tayo ng negative 6 tsaka over negative 7, which is 6 over 7 siya. So, ganun lang yung indeterminate forms. Next, limit at infinity. So, we have theorem 1, limit of a over x raised to n as x approaches positive infinity tsaka as x approaches negative infinity. So, paano gagawin natin dito? So, infinity. So, wala tayong makukuhang sagot dito kung infinity yung substitute natin dito. Okay? So, ang technique dyan, hanapin natin yung highest exponent. So, ito. And then, bawat term, i-divide natin doon sa highest exponent. So, in this case, ang highest exponent is x squared. So, gagawin natin dyan, 4x squared divided by x squared plus 3 over x squared over 2 over x squared minus 1 over x squared. Yan. So, dito, magkakaroon tayo ng mga cancel tong cancel to. Yan. And then, yung theorem kasi natin kanina, so yung 3 over infinity, alam mo ba, sinubstitute natin dito yung infinity. 3 over x squared. So, papalitan natin to ng infinity squared. So, ang nangyayari dito, it approaches 0. Okay? So, palapit siya ng palapit sa 0 kasi 3 divided by a very large number, it approaches 0. So, kaya ang gagawin natin, lahat ng may denominator na variable, isi-0 natin. So, matitira dyan, kaya 4 plus 3 over x squared over 2 minus 1 over x squared. So, lahat ng may variable sa denominator, isi-0 natin. Kaya matitira dito, 4 plus 0 over 2 minus 0. Kasi nga, again, a number divided by infinity approaches 0. O kaya 0 na lang natin. So, ang sagot dito is 4 over 2 or 2. So, ganun lang siya kasimple. O mahirap lang. So, next, dito. So, in this case, ang pinakamataas natin na exponent ay cube. So, lahat i-divide natin sa cube. So, x squared over x cube minus 2x cube over x cube plus 5 over x cube all over 7 over x cube plus x over x cube. 7x cube over x cube pala yun. Plus 11 over x cube. So, pag tinignan natin dyan, maka-cancel lang to, tsaka to. Okay? So, matitira tayo dyan ng x over x, 1 over x minus 2 plus 5 over x cube. And then, dito sa denominator, 7 plus 1 over x squared plus 11 over x cube. So, lahat ng may denominator na may variable, isi-0 natin. Kaya ito ay magiging 0 over minus 2 plus 0 over 7 plus 0 plus 0. So, we have negative 2 over 7. So, yun na yung sagot. Next. So, paano naman dito? So, ano ang pinakamalaking variable natin? So, ang pinakamalaki natin is x. Bakit hindi x squared? So, kasi si x squared, nasa loob siya ng square root. So, pag nilabas mo tong x squared na to sa labas ng square root, x na lang din siya. So, kaya sa x natin siya, i-divide. Yan. Kasi, ano mangyayari pag pinasok natin tong Itong 1 over x, pag pinasok natin sa loob, magiging 1 over x squared. Okay? So, kaya dito sa loob, 4x squared over x squared na siya kasi ipinasok natin sa loob ng square root. Plus 3 over x squared. And then, kakancelin natin to, tsaka to. So, matitira sa atin ay 8 minus 5 over x over the square root of 4 plus 3 over x squared. So, magiging 0 lahat ng may variable na denominator. So, magiging 8 over minus 0 all over 4 plus 0. Square root of 4 plus 0. So, we have 8 plus or minus square root of 2. Then, our answer is positive negative 4. Okay? So, that's our limit at infinity. Okay, next, let's proceed to the core of differential calculus. So, magdi-derive naman tayo. So, meron tayong mga rules. Derivative of a constant. Pag sinabi natin constant, any number. So, that the derivative of a constant is 0. Next, derivative of a power. So, anong gagawin natin? Let's say, x raised to n. Kopyahin lang natin itong exponent. Ilagay natin sa harapan ng x. And then, magma-minus 1 lang tayo sa exponent. So, ganun lang kasimple. And then, derivative of a constant times a function. So, ihiwalay natin yung constant, tapos tsaka natin i-derive yung function. And then, sum and difference, i-derive natin bawat term. Derivative of a product, so UV, ibig sabihin, dalawang polynomial or dalawang monomial na separated by multiplication sign. So, ang gagawin, kopyahin daw si U, and then i-derive natin si V, sabi dito. Then, plus or minus, depende ko ano magiging, magiging sign sa pagdi-derive. Kopyahin daw si V, and then i-derive natin si U, kaya du over dx. So, that's the product rule. Then, quotient. So, pag quotient naman, naka-fraction, U divided by V or U over V. So, paano siya i-derive? Sabi, kopyahin daw si V, tapos i-derive natin tong U. Tapos, laging minus yan. And then, kopyahin daw si U, tapos i-derive naman tong V. I-derive natin to. And then, all over, i-square naman natin yung V. So, yan yung quotient. And then, reciprocal, 1 over V naman. So, yung numerator natin ay laging 1. So, negative derivative of V over with respect to x over V squared. And then, rational exponent naman. So, parang kanina din, kopyahin natin yung exponent and then yung function. Tapos, magma-minus 1 tayo sa exponent. And then, kapag ka-chain rule, we have two sets of function, f of u and u is equal to g of x. So, anong gagawin? Para makuha yung dy over dx, so derivative of y with respect to u, so derivative nito with respect to u, and then derivative nitong u with respect to x. So, multiplication yung atin. Kasi, pag na-cancel yan, ayan, dy over dx na. And then, the power rule, so, ibig sabihin nitong u, this is a function, not only a variable. So, kopyahin mo na yung exponent, isulat yung function, mag-minus 1 sa exponent, and then, tsaka natin i-derive yung function. Kung ano mang klaseng derivation ang gagawin natin doon. Okay, let's try this one. So, we have find the derivative ng mga sumusunod na to. Okay? Okay, so since ito ay constant, so at ang derivative ng constant ay 0. How about y is equal to pi? So, pi is also a constant. So, 0 siya. Kasi ang pi ay may value na 3.14 blah 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 blah. So, at ang derivative again ng constant ay 0. So, how about naman to? Derivative nito ng x. Okay? So, pag tinignan natin, si x ay may 1 na exponent. At paano daw mag-derive nun? Kopyahin si exponent, kopyahin yung variable, and then magma-minus 1 tayo dun sa exponent. And since ito ay magiging 1, x raised to 1 minus 1 is 0. Therefore, x raised to 0 is 1 pa din, which is 1 pa yung final answer natin. How about ito? X raised to 4. So, kopyahin yung exponent, kopyahin yung variable, and then magma-minus 1 tayo sa exponent, which is 4 minus 1, 3 na lang. How about this one? 3x raised to 6. So, 3 and then times. Iwalay natin, kopyahin yung exponent, kopyahin yung variable, mag-minus 1 sa exponent. Kapag multiply na lang natin itong constant, itong coefficient pala rather. So, we have 18x raised to 5. Oh, same with this one. Negative 3 halves times 4 times x raised to 3. So, kasi nag-minus 1 tayo sa exponent. So, negative 3 halves times 4 is negative 6 x cubed. So, ganun lang siya kasimple. Last. So, ito naman, summand difference. Derivative ng summand difference. So, ang gagawin lang natin, i-derive lang natin kanya-kanya yung bawat term. So, halimbawa, itong 3 times 2, kasi kinopya natin yung exponent, times x, tapos 2 minus 1, which is 1, plus, 2 times 1, okay, so 2 times 1, kopyahin yung variable, then magma-minus 1 tayo sa numerator, sa exponent. And then, since ito ay minus, then, ang derivative ng 1 is 0. Okay, so simplify na natin. 3 times 2, 6 times x raised to 1, so 6x. Ito naman, 2 times 1 is 2, so plus yung sign, and then x raised to 1 minus 1 is 0, so x raised to 0 is 1. So, di na natin susulat yung 1. Pero may 2 pa tayo na coefficient. So, ito na yung final answer, 6x plus 2. Okay, next. So, how about this one? Y is equal to ax plus b. So, ang a natin tsaka b, ito ay mga constant. Okay? So, kaya ang derivative dito, a times, kopyahin yung exponent, kopyahin yung variable, and then magma-minus 1 tayo sa exponent, which is 1 na matitira. Then plus, b. b is constant. So, derivative ng constant is 0. So, kaya ang final answer natin is 2ax. So, next. So, how about this one? So, naka-multiplication na ang kanyang mga terms. So, pagka naka-multiplication, derivative yan ng product, no? So, dalawa na yung atin. Meron tayong u, meron tayong v. At paano daw yon? U derivative of v plus v derivative of u. So, paano gagawin natin dyan? Ito si u, ito si v. So, si u daw, kopyahin. And then, i-derive natin to. Anong derivative ng 2x? So, derivative ng 2x is 2 na lang. Plus, okay, plus v, sabi dito, v derivative of u. O, kopyahin daw natin si v. And then, i-derive naman natin itong u. Anong derivative ng x squared? So, 2x. Okay? So, then, simplify na lang natin. So, this will become 2x squared plus 4x squared. Ayan. Plus 4x squared. So, this will become 6x squared. Ayan. Actually, pwede din naman natin itong pag-multiplyin agad para hindi mas mahirap. No? Pero, paano ganito na yung example? So, mas mahirap siya pag-multiplyin, no? So, paano gagawin natin dyan? So, i-assign natin ito as u, ito si v. So, sabi u dv plus v du. Okay, so u, kopyahin daw, and then i-derive natin to. So, anong derivative nito? 2x minus 4. So, yung gano'n lang. Ito, 0 na to, hindi ko na sinulat. Plus, so v naman, x squared minus 4x plus 2. Then, derivative naman ito. So, ang derivative nito is 3x squared minus 6x. Ayan. So, pwede nyo pa itong expand, pero sa akin, okay na yung ganitong sagot. No? So, next, y is equal to x squared minus 2 over x plus 1. So, pag tinignan natin, naka-fraction siya. Paano pagka-fraction? U over v. So, at paano daw ang derivative nun? V, derivative of u, minus lagi u, derivative ng v over v squared. So, gagawin natin yan. So, anong v? X plus 1 times anong derivative nitong numerator? Sabi kasi dito, i-derive daw natin. So, 2x minus 0. So, 2x na lang susulat ko. Minus, o u naman daw, kopyahin daw si u, x squared minus 2. And then, i-derive natin si v. O, derive natin to x plus 1. Derivative niyan is 1. And then, v squared. So, x plus 1 quantity squared. Ayan. So, simplify na lang natin. So, kaya pa naman itong masimplify. We have x plus 1 times 2x. We have 2x squared plus 2x minus x squared minus 2 all over x squared plus 1. X plus 1 quantity squared pala. And then, we have, simplify natin, x squared plus 2x minus 2 all over x plus 1 quantity squared. So, yan na yung final answer natin. And the numerator is not factorable. So, yan na yun. Next, isa pa. So, again, naka-fraction siya. U over V. So, paano ulit yun? V du minus U dV over V squared. Okay. So, V natin is x cubed minus 1. Kopyahin lang. And then, i-derive yung numerator. X squared plus 1, derivative is 2x. Then, minus numerator, derivative ng denominator natin is 3x squared. Yan. Then, all over x cubed minus 1 quantity squared. So, simplify na lang natin. We have 2x to the fourth minus 2x minus 3x to the fourth minus 3x squared all over x cubed minus 1 quantity squared. Yan. So, we have negative x raised to the 4, negative 3x squared, negative 2x all over x cubed minus 1 quantity squared. So, that is our final answer. So, ganun lang siya kasimple. Tandaan nyo lang yung general formula. Yun na yung pattern kung paano natin siya isosolve. Okay, next. So, ayan. So, complex naman to, no? Sobrang complex. Pero, kung makikita natin, tingnan muna natin kung factorable, kung ganito ka-complex siya. Okay? So, dito, mukhang pwede pa tong factor kasi perfect squared, minus sign. So, sa amin difference of a binomial. So, t plus 1 times, sa amin difference natin to. So, isang plus, isang minus. So, square root ng first term, t. Square root ng second term ng 1 is 1. Ayun na yun. And then yung denominator, try natin, baka ito'y perfect square trinomial. So, ano bang factors ni 1 na magiging 2? So, edi t plus 1 times t plus 1, no? So, kasi ito, t squared. Tapos ito ay t. Ito ay plus t ulit. And then ito ay plus 1. Ito ay magiging 2t. So, kaya itong tatlo, ito po yun. Okay? So, doon nagmula yan. So, and then kita natin may maka-cancel tayo. Oops, ang natira lang, t minus 1. No? At anong derivative nito? Ang derivative ng t minus 1 is, so dy is equal to, so ibig sabihin ng dy, derivative. Derivative ng t is 1, derivative ng minus 1 is 0. So, ito na yung final answer natin. No? So, minsan, kailangan muna natin siyang i-simplify bago tayo mag-derive para hindi tayo mahirapan. Okay, next. So, ito ay inverse naman, no? So, kasi 1. So, paano pagka-inverse? So, 1 over v. So, we have negative dv over v squared. Ayan. So, paano gagawin natin? So, negative, derivative nung ilalim. Derivative nitong 2x plus 1 is 2 over square ng denominator. Which is ang final answer is negative 2 over 2x plus 1 quantity squared. So, ganun ito. 1 over v. So, here we have negative derivative nitong denominator. Okay, so negative times, so derivative nito. So, ano ba derivative nito? Derivative ng 3t plus 4t minus 5. So, we have derivative ng 3t squared is 6t plus yung 4t derivative nito is 4 and derivative ng 5 is 0. And then, square lang natin yung denominator. So, final answer is negative. Dito natin sulat. Negative 6t minus 4 over 3t squared plus 4t minus 5 quantity squared. Yun lang yun. Oh. Okay, next. So, paano naman to? So, fraction, no? Radical pala. So, pagka radical, gawin muna nating fractional exponent. So, yung square root of x ay magiging x raised to 1/2 and yung cube root of x is magiging x raised to 1/3. And then, i-derive lang natin siya. So, paano ba mag-derive nun? So, copy the sign and then copy the variable, magma-minus 1 tayo. So, since fraction to minus whole number, gawin natin fraction na lang yung whole number. So, 1 minus 1/2 minus 1/2 minus 2 over 2. So, ito naman ay 1 pa din. Plus, copy the exponent, copy the variable, 1 minus, 1/3 minus 3 over 3 naman. Okay? Then next, so 1/2. So, magkakaroon tayo ng x raised to negative 1/2 plus 1/3 times x raised to negative 2/3. So, kaya lang, wag nating hayaang negative yung exponent. So, ibababa natin siya, no? Kaya magiging 1 over 2x raised to 1/2 plus 1 over x raised to 2/3. So, kung gagawin natin, ibabalik natin ng radical, 1 over 2 square root of x plus 1 over 3 cube root of x squared. Ayan. And then, i-rationalize na lang natin kung gusto natin. O, next, isa pa. Okay? So, ito ay magiging x raised to 2/3 plus 3x raised to 1/3 minus 5. Okay. So, ang derivative nung una, kopyahin yung exponent, copy the variable, 2/3 minus 3 over 3 plus 3 times copy the exponent, copy the variable, 1/3 minus 3 over 3. And then ito, derivative ng constant is 0. So we have 2/3 x raised to negative 1/3 plus 3 times 1/3 is 1. So hindi ko na isusulat, x raised to negative 2/3. Okay? So pag tinignan natin, magiging 2/3 over x raised to 1/3 plus 1 over x raised to 2/3. So, pag binalik natin into fraction, radical, 2 over 3 cube root of x plus 1 over cube root of x squared. Yan. So, ganun. Okay? So, next. So chain rule naman tayo, no? So, pagka chain rule, sabi, derivative of, since ito ay x ang ginamit ng mga variable tsaka t, so, para makuha natin yung derivative ng y with respect to t, so, dy over dx times, so, ito ang derivative nito. So, derivative ng y with respect to x, so, kaya dy over dx times, derivative nito, derivative ng, so, derivative ng x with respect to t. Yan. So, derivative nito with respect to t. Kaya, pagka kinancel natin ito, dy over dt. So, paano gagawin natin doon? So, simple lang yan. I-derive natin yung y. So, anong derivative nito? With respect to x. So, derivative ng 3x squared is 6x minus 0. And then, derivative naman ng t minus 1 with ng x with respect to t. So, derivative ng t minus 1 is 1. So, since etong sagot natin na to ay siya yung dy over dx, at ito naman sagot natin na to is dx over dt, pwede nating substitute dito. Kaya magkakaroon tayo ng 6x minus 0 or 6x na lang times 1. So, the final answer is 6x. No, hindi siya ang final answer. Bakit? Kasi sabi, with respect to t. So, paano gagawin natin? Since meron tayong x dito at meron tayong value ng x na t minus 1, isa-substitute natin. So, t minus 1. So, the final answer is 6t minus 6. So, next, another. So, dy over du. So, ibig sabihin, derivative of y with respect to dx ata to. This is dx. dy over du times du over dx. Yan. So, yun yung tama. So, kunin natin ang derivative nito. Okay? So, ang derivative nito with respect to u is 2u plus 6. Ito naman, derivative nito, 8x plus 8. So, pag sinubstitute natin dito, we have 2u plus 6 times 8x plus 8. Yan. So, since may value tayo ng u na 4x squared plus 8x plus 1, pwede natin ilagay yun dito, no? Okay? So, pwede natin gawing 2 times, o yung u papalitan natin ng 4x squared plus 8x plus 1 plus 6. Okay? Times 8x plus 8. So, expand na lang natin. We will have here 8x squared plus 16x plus 2 plus 6 times 8x plus 8. Yan. So, finally, we will have, i-add lang natin itong 2 at 6 na to. So, 8x squared plus 16x plus 8 times 8x plus 8. So, ganun lang siya. Okay? So, yan yung chain rule na tinatawag. Yan. So, ito naman is general power rule. So, ito yung u raised to n natin kanina. At paano ginagawa? U raised to n. So, ito yung u, ito yung n. At ang derivative nito is nu n minus 1 du. So, ibig sabihin, kopyahin yung exponent, kopyahin yung function, mag-minus 1 sa exponent, and then i-derive natin yung function. So, ganun siya. Okay? So, kopyahin yung exponent, kopyahin yung function, and then mag-minus 1 tayo dito. So, minus 2 over 2 times, i-derive natin to, yung function. So, anong derivative nitong nasa loob? 2x minus 7 is 2. Yan. So, kaya, ang final answer, 1/2 times 2 is 1. And then, meron tayong 2x minus 7 raised to negative 1/2 or 1 over 2x minus 7 raised to 1/2. Okay? So, yan yung ating answer. O next, paano naman pagka ganito? So, mukha siyang general power rule kasi meron tayo nito. Kaya lang, meron pa tayong nakamultiply. So, ibig sabihin, meron tayong UV. Okay? UV. And then, sa pagdi-derive ng UV, o U derivative of P plus V derivative of U. O U, kopyahin, derivative ng V. Anong derivative nito? Ang derivative nito ay naka-general power rule. So, kaya 5 times 1 plus X, o 4 na lang kasi magma-minus 1 tayo, times derivative pa nitong nasa loob, which is 1. So, yun yung lagi nakakalimutan ng mga estudyante. Nakalimutan i-derive pa yung nasa loob. And then plus, o V naman, then derivative nitong U. Derivative ng x raised to 5 is 5x to the 4th. So, yan. And then, we will have, pwede tayong mag-factor. So, pwede natin i-factor yung 5x to the 4th times 1 plus x raised to the 4th. So, times, ang matitira dito is x, plus ang matitira naman dito sa part na to is x plus 1. Yan. So, eto na yung ating final answer. Okay, next is higher order derivative naman tayo. Ano ibig sabihin ng higher order derivative? I-derive lang natin na paulit-ulit. Alam mo, ibig sabihin nito, the fourth derivative of this function. So, ibig sabihin, i-derive muna natin siya. Anong first derivative nito? So, i-derive lang natin siya ng paulit-ulit hanggang pang fourth derivative. So, 3x squared minus 4x minus 3. Yan. Second derivative, i-derive natin to, yung sagot natin. So, maging 6x minus 4. Third derivative. O, i-derive naman natin to. Derivative nito, 6 minus 0. And then, fourth derivative, o derivative ng 6 is 0. So, yun na yun. Paulit-ulit lang. O, to third derivative naman ito. So, first derivative nito is, general power rule. So, 3 times x plus 1 squared times 1. So, ibig sabihin, 3 times x plus 1 squared. So, yun yung first derivative. Second derivative naman natin, i-derive natin to. So, we have 3 times 2 times x plus 1 raised to 1 times derivative nito is 1. So, maging 6 times x plus 1. Ayan. So, third derivative. O, hanggang third derivative lang tayo. So, pwede natin to gawing 6x plus 6. At ang derivative niyan is 6 plus 0 or 6 na lang. So, ito na yung final answer. So, yan yung higher order. O, isa pa, fourth derivative. So, first derivative nito, 4x cubed minus 4x. Second derivative, so we have 12x squared minus 4. Third derivative, 24x minus 0. And then fourth derivative, 24. Yan na yun. Okay? So, ganun lang kasimple yung higher order derivative. So, next naman tayo. Trigonometric, logarithmic, and inverse trigonometric derivative. So, hanggang dito lang yung i-discuss natin muna. So, ito yung mga trigonometric derivation. So, ito munang 1 to 6. So, ang derivative daw ng sine u is cosine. Ibig sabihin, pagka meron kang sine tapos times a function, susulat ka ng cosine, kokopy mo yung function, and then i-derive mo lang yung function. So, ganun lang siya. Pagka naman may cosine u ka, negative, sine, function, tapos tsaka mo i-derive yung function. Pagka naman tangent u, ang susulat natin is secant squared, the function, copyin yung function, and then tsaka lang i-derive yung function. Pagka cotangent u, negative, cosecant squared, copyin ng function, i-derive yung function. Next, secant, ito yung function. Secant, copyin ng function. Tangent, copyin ng function. then tsaka tayo palang magdi-derive ng function. Cosecant, function, negative, cosecant, function, cotangent, function, tapos tsaka pa lang tayo magdi-derive ng function. So, gano'n. Then, kapag ka naman na meron tayong log u base a, so, ang gagawin natin, log, then sulat natin tong e, tapos kokopyahin lang natin tong base, tapos kokopyahin lang natin yung u, then tsaka pa lang tayo magdi-derive nitong u. Pagka naman ln of u, ibig sabihin, derivative nito over, kokopyahin lang natin to. Then, pag naman tayo merong au, ano ibig sabihin ng a? A is any number greater than 1 or 1 and above. So, ibig sabihin, kopyahin lang daw natin to. Magsulat tayo ng ln, kopyahin yung a, tapos i-derive lang natin yung exponent, yung u. So, ganun siya. Next, derivative naman ng eu, ibig sabihin, e raised to any function, kopyahin lang natin siya, tapos tsaka lang natin i-derive yung function na u. Okay? Next. Ito naman inverse. Inverse trigo naman 'tong mga 'to. So, ito yung hatian. Ito yung trigonometric. Ito yung logarithmic hanggang dito. And then, lahat ng papakita ko, mga inverse. So, lahat to ay inverse. So, isa-isahin natin. Hindi tayo malito. So, kapag ka meron ka daw arc sine u, anong gagawin? I-derive mo yung u over square root. Susulat natin to square root and then minus u squared. Ibig sabihin, ano yung u? I-square mo lang. Okay? So, dito naman, arc cosine u. So, negative, tapos derivative nitong u natin, tapos susulat lang natin to over square root ng 1 minus i-square mo lang tong u. Pagka naman tangent, arc tangent, u. So, derivative ng u over 1 plus square naman ng u. Pagka cotangent naman, negative derivative naman ng u over 1 plus square ng u. And then pagka arcsecant naman, du, so derivative ng u, over kopyahin yung u, square yung u, and then minus 1. So, and then negative naman siya kapag cosecant. So, isa-isayin natin. So, trigonometric muna tayo. So, dito, we have sine, and then ito yung u natin. Yan yung u. Itong 7x. So, ang derivative daw nito is cosine u du. So, paano gagawin? Susulat natin yung cosine. Ano yung u natin? 7x. And then times, anong derivative nitong 7x? Derivative ng 7x is 7. So, hindi yan magiging cosine 49x. Kasi itong part na to is angle. Ito ay coefficient. So, mapupunta to sa harap. Maging 7 cosine 7x. So, yan yung tamang answer. Paano naman to? So, biglang hirap, no? Kung mapapansin natin, wala tayong derivative ng may exponent. Ano? Doon. Pero pwede natin gamitan ng general power rule. Bakit? Kasi ito, ganito naman talaga siya isulat. Pwede isulat natin as ganito. Okay? Cosine x raised to 4 tsaka sin x raised to quantity raised to 4. Okay? Pagka ganyan, okay? So, kapag ka ganito, pwede natin gamitan general power rule. At paano daw ang general power rule? So, 4, copy the function, and then anong derivative nitong cosine x? So, derivative is sin x times derivative pa ng x is 1. So, yan yung una. Then, minus, itong 4 sin x raised to 4. So, general power rule ulit. Kopyahin yung exponent, kopyahin yung function, and then, anong derivative nitong sin x? Huwag natin kakalimutan. Derivative nito, ang derivative pala nitong cosine is negative sine. Ito naman is positive cosine. Then, copy natin yung variable or yung function. And then, ano pang derivative nitong function? Which is 1. Yan. So, dito magkakaroon tayo ng negative 4 cos x sin x minus 4 cos x sin x din dito. Okay? Yan. So, nakalimutan ko pala, may cube nga pala to. May mga cubes nga pala to, no? Kasi, magma-minus 1 pa tayo. Ulit-ulit tayo. Ulit. Baka mali to kasi. Okay. Nakalimutan ko yung cube. So, again, ito ay naka-general power rule. So, paano pag-general power rule? Copy the exponent, copy the function, then magma-minus 1 tayo sa exponent, and then derive nitong function. Derivative ng cosine x is negative sin x, and then derivative pa ng x is 1. So, yan yun. Minus, copy the sign. So, 4 sin x cube times derivative ng sin x is cosine x times derivative pa ng x is 1. So, magkakaroon tayo ng negative 4 cos x cube sin x minus 4 sin x, sin cube pala, mali, sin cube, at saka cosine cube x, cos x, okay? So, pwede tayo mag-factor dito, okay? So, ang factor natin is negative 4 sin x cosine x. Yan. So, matitira dito sa una is cosine squared x plus sine squared x. And kung matatanda natin ng trigo, so etong function na to is a Pythagorean at sine x squared plus cosine x squared is equal to 1. Okay? So, Pythagorean identity. So, kaya ito na yung final answer, or pwede natin burahin yung 1, no? So, sa Pythagorean identity, ano yan? So, in the Pythagorean identity, sulat ko na lang dito, sine squared x plus cos squared x is equal to 1. So, kaya itong part na to, magiging 1. So, ganun siya. Okay, next. Tangent naman. Tangent cube 2x. So, ganun din yan, no? So, ito ay magiging tangent 2x. Ano? So, ito ay magiging tangent 2x quantity cube. So, general power rule. So, this is 3 tangent 2x quantity squared times derivative ng tangent. So, derivative ng tangent is second squared. So, second squared, copy the function na 2x and then diderive pa natin to 2x. Derivative ng 2x is 2. So, yung final answer natin is 6 tangent squared 2x second squared 2x. Ayan. So, that's our final answer. Next, sin 2x second x. Okay? So, pwede natin ito gamitan ng UV. Yan. UV. So, derivative ng second x is second x tangent x. Tapos, derivative pa ng x is 1. Plus, v naman, second x, derivative ng sin 2x is cosine 2x, and then derivative pa ng 2x is 2. So, the final answer natin is sin 2x second x tangent x plus second x 2 second x cosine 2x. Ayan. So, yan yung ating final answer. O, next. So, paano naman to? So, wala tayong derivative doon ng naka-fraction. sa kaninang pinakita kong 6 na equation ng trigonometric. Pero, since fraction yan, u over v. At paano derivative nun? V, kopyahin, derivative ng cosine 2x daw. Anong derivative ng cosine 2x? So, derivative nito is negative cosecant, cosine. This is cosecant. Cosecant 2x, cotangent 2x, times derivative pa ng 2x, which is 2. And then minus, okay, minus. So, minus the numerator, and then yung denominator natin, so, derivative ng tangent x is secant squared x. Then, derivative ng x is 1. All over tangent squared x. So, i-square natin. So, simplify na lang natin kung kaya. I think, wala na naman tong simplification kasi basically, mahaba na yung ating answer. So, pwedeng ito na yung answer natin. Okay, so that's all for trigonometric. So, next naman tayo logarithmic. So, log. So, pagka ganitong walang base, hayaan nyo na. So, hindi na isulat. So, paano daw yun? Log e base a over u du. So, yan yun, no? So, dito, ito yung u natin. So, kaya, gagawin natin dyan log e, laging ganon, over u, ang u natin is 2x plus 1, and then times, anong derivative daw nitong u? O, derivative ng 2x plus 1? 2. Okay? So, kaya ang final answer niya natin ay 2 log e over 2x plus 1. So, yun yung ating answer. Next, so paano naman pagka ganito? Okay? Ka-ln. Kaya lang masyadong mahirap yung u ng ln. So, pwede natin gamitin yan ng mga law of logarithm, no? So, paano pagka law of logarithm? So, we have ito, ln of x cube plus, so, ito, gagawin natin tong, so, gawin ko muna ganito to para makita nyo. X plus 1, i-distribute ko yung square root, syempre, gagawin kong fractional, tapos naka-distribute siya sa numerator at denominator. Yan. Yan. Okay? And then next, so pag ginamitan natin law of logarithm, we have ln of x cube. Tapos si x minus 1 raised to 1/2, naka-plus yan. Kasi naka-multiply siya dito sa x cube. So pag ginamitan natin law of logarithm, naka-plus yan. No? So x minus 1 quantities raised to 1/2. And then itong denominator, since denominator yan, naka-minus naman yan using the law of logarithm, no? So x plus 1 is 2 1/2. And then, gamitin pa natin ng power rule, no? So, ilabas natin yung mga, dito, ibaba natin yung mga exponents. So, 3 ln of x plus 1/2 ln of x plus x minus 1 minus 1/2 ln ng x plus 1. Yan. So, and then, pwede natin yang ng paunti-unti, i-derive. So, anong derivative ba ng ln? Derivative ng ln of u is du over u. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, ito yung u natin. Meron tayong 3 na coefficient. Tapos, anong derivative nitong x is 1 over x plus 1/2 times, derivative nitong x minus 1 is 1 over, ito yung u natin, x minus 1. Para dito sa term na to, minus 1/2. Ito yung u natin for this term. Derivative daw nito is 1 over u natin is x plus 1. Okay? So, isi-simplify na lang natin. We have 3 over x plus 1 over 2 times x minus 1 minus 1 over 2 times x plus 1. Okay, so ito na yung final answer. Pwede pa naman natin 'tong ipagsama-samahin pero hahaba pa, mas magiging komplikado. So, okay na rin 'yan. So, next. So, ito naman. So, ito yung form ng naka-A raised to U. Basta ang A, lagi siyang number. Hindi siya pwede maging variable. Dapat siya ay coefficient or constant. Okay? So, paano daw to? AU, ln of A, then DU. Okay? So, itong U natin, yung exponent 3x. So, U is equal to 3x. Therefore, DU natin dito is 3. Ang A natin is 2. So, isa-substitute lang natin dito. So, ganun lang siya kasimple. O, anong A natin? 2. Anong U natin? 3x. Then, ln, ano ulit ang A? 2. And then, anong du? Base dito? 3. No? Times 3. So, ito, hindi siya magiging 2 times 3. No? So, 2 times 2 raised to 3x, maging 3 ln of 2. Ganon, no? Or, 2 raised to 3x ln of 2 raised to 3. So, ginamitan natin ng power rule ng law of logarithmic. Or, gusto natin 2 raised to 3x ln of 2 cube is 8. O, yun na yung ating final answer. Ang maalin dito sa tatlo. Okay? Next. So, ayan. So, ang A natin dyan is 3. Ang U natin is 3x minus 1 over 2x cubed. So, since komplikado yung U natin, meron pa siyang sariling U over V. Ano? So, kasi i-derive natin yan at ang derivative nito, since meron siyang sariling U over V, i-derive natin. So, 2x squared times 3 minus 3x minus 1 times 4x all over 2x squared at 2x squared quantity squared. So, this will become 6x. So, i-rewrite ko na lang para kumasya dito yung solution ko. So, din du is equal to 2x squared times 3x minus 1 minus, no, not 3x minus 1, minus 3, times 3 minus 3x minus 1 times u derivative of b, 4x, all over 2x squared quantity squared. So, simplify natin, we will have 6x squared minus 12x squared plus 4x all over 4x to the fourth. So, simplify pa natin, meron tayong 4x minus 6x squared over 4x to the fourth. So, pwede pa natin ilabas yung x dito. We have x times 4 minus 6x all over x times 4 times. Actually, pwede pa palang 2x to. Magiging 2, 3. Ito 2 din to. So, 2x to the cube. So, cancel, cancel. 2 minus 3x over 2x cube. So, yan na yun. Pero hindi pa tayo tapos mag-derive. Ang derivative talaga nito is AU ln of A du. So, since meron tayong A is 3, ang U is 3x minus 1 over 2x squared. Ln of, ang A ulit natin is 3 at ang du natin ay 2 minus 3x over 2x cubed. So, final answer natin is 3 times 3x minus 1 over 2x squared times 2 minus 3x over 2x cubed ln of 3. So, ito yung final answer. Yan. Okay? Next, number 10. So, number 10 is halo-halo. So, dito, anong una natin makikita? So, meron tayong sign, meron tayo nito, pero pinakauna sa equation is ln. Ano? So, ibig sabihin, si ln of u ang function na u natin is sine 4x cubed. So, kunin natin ang derivative nito. Derivative ng sine 4x cubed. Derivative nito is cosine. Kopyahin natin yung function times derivative ng 4x cubed is 12x squared. So, which is 12x squared cosine 4x cubed. Ayan. So, pag ginamitan natin, anong derivative ng ln of u? du over u. So, anong du natin? du is 12x squared cosine 4x cubed over. Ang u natin is sine 4x cubed. Ayan. And then, since pareho to ng angle, so cosine over sine is cotangent. So, gagawin na natin itong cotangent 4x cubed. Ayan. So, ito yung final answer natin. Okay, next. So, lumabis pala ako dito. So, i-rewrite ko na lang to. Rewrite. So, this will become 12x squared cosine 4x cubed. Then, this will become 12x squared cosine 4x cubed over sine 4x cubed. And lastly, we have 12x squared cotangent 4x cubed. Yan. Number 11. So, ito naman. EU itong function na to. At anong u natin? Tangent 5x. So, anong derivative nito? Derivative ng tangent is secant squared. Copy the function times derivative nitong function, which is 5. So, I have 5 secant squared 5x. Yan. So, anong derivative ng EU? EU, du. Ibig sabihin, kopyahin lang natin si EU, e raised to tangent 5x times derivative na u, which is 5 secant squared 5x. O yan. So, yan na yung final answer natin dyan. Next. So, ito naman, ln of tangent 5x to the fourth. So, same lang na kanina. Ito ay ln of u. Okay? So, meron tayong u na tangent 5x to the fourth. Ang du natin dyan ay derivative ng tangent is secant squared. Copy the function, and then derivative ng 5x to the fourth is 20. So, derivative nito is 20x cubed. So, du over u ang derivative ng ln of u. So, pag sinagutan natin to, edi magiging 20x cubed secant squared 5x to the fourth all over u. So, ang u natin is tangent 5x to the fourth. Ayan. Okay? So, yun na yun. So, hindi na natin masimplify ito. Okay, next. So, paano naman to? So, pwede ba ditong EU? Pwede itong naka-EU, pero kung makita natin, naka-multiply siya sa x to the fifth. So, ibig sabihin, ito ay product rule, UV. Okay? So, paano natin sasagutan yon? So, U, anong derivative nito? Medyo mahaba, no? So, ang derivative nito is EU. Pero ang u nito is negative. So, in this case, u is equal to negative 3 ln of x. So, patong-patong yung u natin. So, ano bang derivative nito? So, derivative nito, du is equal to negative 3. Ang derivative ng x is 1 over x. So, yun yung derivative. So, ibig sabihin, EU, e raised to negative 3 ln of x times derivative nitong u ay negative 3 over x plus e plus v, ang v natin is e raised to negative 3 ln of x times derivative ng x raised to 5 is 5x to the fourth. So, very basic. Ayan. So, pwede nating extract dito yung, alin ba, ito magiging x raised to the 4 na lang to. X raised to the 4 na lang. So, magiging x raised to the 4 e raised to negative 3 ln of x times matitira dito is negative 3 dito times plus 5. Yan. Which is, kung titingnan natin, pwede naman palang hindi maging gano'n. So, maging x raised to 4 e raised to negative 3 ln of x plus 5x raised to 4 e raised to negative 3 ln of x. So, same lang sila. Pwede natin silang pag-plusin. Ay, negative pala to. Negative 3. So, negative 3x to the 4 e raised to negative 3 ln of x plus 5x to the 4 e times e raised to 3 ln of x. So, matitira sa atin dyan. Oops. Naku nga, may extra muna ako. Same example pala yun. Okay. Okay. So, ang matitira dun sa kanina, pag binalikan natin, ay, edi 2x na. So, 2x raised to 4 e raised to negative 3 ln of x. Ayan. So, as we can see, pwede natin itong i-simplify. So, paano mangyari? 2x raised to the 4 e raised to ln of x raised to negative 3. And then, magiging 2x raised to the 4 e raised to ln of 1 over x cubed. Yan. Okay? So, kapag ka meron tayong e raised to ln, na-cancel yun, no? Nawawala yun. At natitira, bumababa yung dito, function ng ln. Magkakaroon tayo ng 1 over x cubed. So, nawala yung e raised to ln. So, ganun yung nangyayari. Okay? So, and kapag ka ginawa natin to, mawawala yung x cubed. Tsaka yung x cubed ng x to the 4, 2x na lang yung matitira. So, yung final answer natin is 2x. So, ganun lang siya. Okay? So, in the first place, pwede naman talaga tayong mag-simplify pa lang. Okay? So, next. Ayan. E raised to x. E raised to x. Ayan. So, one technique in this, para ganyan, i-ln natin both sides. Now, ln of y is equal to ln of x e raised to x. Ayan. And then, yung kabilang side, so since ito ay, dito, exponent, pwedeng gawin nating e raised to x, ln of x. Ayan. And then, pwede na natin itong i-derive both side, no? So, ang derivative nitong ln of y with respect to x is dy over dx with respect to x times 1 over y. Yan. Dy with respect to x kasi. So, implicit derivation. So, ito naman, uv to. So, kaya derivative ng ln of x is 1 over x plus ln of x, derivative ng e raised to x is e raised to x times derivative ng x is 1. So, then we have dy over dx times 1 over y is equal to e raised to x over x plus e raised to x ln of x. Yan. So, ano lang gagawin natin? Ang kailangan lang matira dito sa kabilang side is dy. So, gagawin natin dy over dx is equal to, ito i-cross multiply lang natin itong y. No? Y times the quantity e raised to x over x plus e raised to x ln of x. Yan. So, yan na yung ating answer. Although, pwede natin extract yung e raised to x. No? Pero, mas maganda siguro extract natin. Okay? So, extract natin. Okay? So, tsaka, since may y tayo dito, at ang value ng y from this one is x e raised to x, papalitan natin. So, dy over dx, hindi ko muna papalitan. Y, extract natin yung e raised to x. So, e raised to x times the quantity. Ang matitira lang dito is 1 over x plus ln of x. Yan. And then, itong y, papalitan natin ng from kanina, x e raised to x, then times e raised to x over 1 over x plus ln of x. Yan. So, ganun lang siya kasimple. Okay. So, last na tayo halos. So, derivative of inverse trigonometry na tayo. So, paano gagawin natin dito? I-identify natin ang u. Ang u is yung kasama nito, which is 2x. At ang square ng u is 4x squared. So, anong derivative daw pag arc sine? So, du. O, ano pa kailangan natin? Du, derivative. So, derivative naman ng u is 2. So, sabi, pagka arc sine daw, du over square root ng 1 minus u squared. Yan. Tingnan nga natin ito sa kanina equation. 1 minus u squared. Okay? Balik tayo. Yan. Okay? So, isa-substitute lang natin itong mga pinagagawa natin dito. So, ang du dito ay 2 over square root ng 1 minus ang u squared natin is 4x squared. So, yan na yung sagot. So, ganun lang kasimple. So, next, ito naman. So, ang u natin dito is yung kasama ni arc cosine which is 1 minus x. Ang u squared natin is 1 minus x quantity squared. No? And then, ang du natin, o derivative ng 1 minus x is negative 1. So, pagka arc cosine, negative du over square root ng 1 minus u squared. Okay? So, kaya magkakaroon tayo ng negative 1 minus x. Negative 1 pala. Square root ng 1 minus 1 minus x squared. Yan. So, simplify lang natin. Here we have positive 1 over square root ng 1 minus, expand natin itong 1 minus x. So, 1 minus 2x plus x squared. Okay? And then we have 1 over square root ng 1 minus 1 plus 2x minus x squared. Yan. So, final answer is square root of 2x minus x squared. Maba. Then, okay, minus. Okay, next. So, tangent na arctangent 3x. So, ang u natin is 3x. Ang u squared natin is 9x squared and at ang du natin is 3. So ito ay du over 1 plus u squared. So ipa-plug in lang natin. Du natin is 3, then 1 plus ang u squared natin is 9 squared. So yun na yun. Tapos na. Okay, next. U natin dito is square root of x squared minus 2x. U squared natin dito is x squared minus 2x. At ang derivative naman nito, so ang derivative nito is 1 half x squared minus 2x over 1 half times 2x minus 2. Binigla ko na, no? Then, magkakaroon pa tayo dito ng konting uh, ayan. Ayan. So, pwede pa natin extract tong 2 na to. So, magkakaroon tayo ng x minus 1 over x squared minus 2x quantity raised to 1 half. Ayan. So, paano pagka cotangent daw? Tingnan natin. Cotangent. Tama ba? Cotangent is negative du 1 plus u squared. So, negative du 1 plus u squared. Okay? So, negative daw ng derivative natin. So, edi magiging 1 plus x na lang. 1 minus x to over x squared over 2x raised to 1 half all over 1 plus u squared natin is x squared minus 2x. Ayan. So, ito na halos yun. And, bigay pa tayo ng extra dito. Okay, so sa next, same yung ano. Okay. So, simplify natin to. So, i-rewrite ko lang. So, I have 1 minus x over, maging square root kasi ito eh. Square root ng x squared minus 2x. All over 1 plus x squared minus 2x. So, magkakaroon tayo dito ng cross multiply. So, we have 1 minus x all over 1 plus x squared minus 2x times the square root of x squared minus 2x. Yan. And then, what we're gonna do, what are we going to do? So, pwede pala natin maging gawin to x minus 1. And then, itong part na to, magiging factorable siya, x minus 1 times x minus 1. Then, meron pa tayong square root ng x squared minus 2x. So, pwede natin itong cancelin. Magkakaroon tayo ng negative 1 over x minus 1 square root ng x squared minus 2x. Tapos, i-rationalize na lang natin. So, times x squared minus 2x over square root ng x squared minus 2x. So, ang kakalabasan is negative x squared minus 2x over x minus 1 times x squared minus 2x. Ayun. So, okay. So, yan na yung final answer natin. Next, number 19. O arcsecond naman. So, paano pagka arcsecond? O, ganun pa din, hanapin natin ng AU ang u pala, u is equal to square root ng 1 plus x squared. U squared is equal to 1 plus x squared. At ang du nito is 1/2 over 1 plus x squared quantity raised to 1/2 times 2x. Yan. Which is can be simplified into x over square root ng 1 plus x squared. Yan. So, pag binalikan natin, ang arc second is du over u times square root of u squared. So, sabi, sulat natin, du over u square root ng u squared. Yan. Square root ng u squared plus 1 ba yun? Minus 1. Minus 1. Okay. Minus 1. Oops. Okay, minus 1. Balik tayo. So, ilalagay lang natin. So, ang du natin is x over square root ng 1 plus x squared all over ang u natin is square root of 1 plus x squared. Ang du natin is 1 plus x squared minus 1. So, equals to sa x over 1 plus x squared times gagawin natin itong fraction 1 over square root ng 1 plus x squared times square root of x squared, which is x over square root ng 1 plus x squared times 1 over x. Sorry. 1 plus x squared times x. So, cancel tong x na to. Oops. Cancel tong x na to. Matitira sa atin ay 1 over square root of 1 plus x squared times 1 plus x squared is 1 plus x squared. So, ito na yung final answer. Okay. So, ganun lang siya, no? Next. Okay. Ito ulit. So, ang u natin is square root of x. U squared is equal to x. Du natin is 1/2 square root of x. Yeah. So, ganito din yun, no? Negative du naman. U times u squared minus 1. So, equals to sa negative 1 over 2 square root of x all over square root of x times x minus 1. So, magkakaroon tayo ngayon ng negative 1 over 2 square root of x times 1 over square root of x times x minus 1. So, then we will have negative 1 over 2 times x kasi pag pinag-multiply natin to square root of x times square root of x times square root of x minus 1. Ayan. So, pwedeng ito na yung final answer. Kaya na lang bahalang mag-rationalize. Okay? Okay. So, next, isang mahirap-hirap naman. So, arc cotangent x square root of x squared minus 1 tapos to arc secant x. So, ito, ang u para dito is square root of x squared minus 1. Ang u squared natin dito is x squared minus 1. At ang du natin dito, ang derivative nito, 1/2 square root ng x squared minus 1 times 2x. Yan. So, for this part, mayroon din to sariling u, which is x. Ang du nito, u squared pala muna, u squared is x squared. At ang du nito is 1. So again, si cotangent is, ano ba pagka kay cotangent? Cotangent is negative du over 1 plus u squared. Pagka naman second, du over u squared of u squared minus 1. Okay. Okay, so kay cotangent is negative du over 1 plus u squared. Ang kay ano naman, so plus du over u squared of u squared minus 1. Ano ba? Negative du 1 plus u squared. Du u squared minus 1. Okay, tama. Yan. Okay? So, isa-substitute natin yung first term dito sa part na to at yung second term naman dito. Okay? So, isang kulay na lang gamitin natin. So, negative du. So, negative. So, equals to sa negative. Ang du natin kanina is 2x. Ito na lang pala ay simplify ko pa pala muna to para mas madali. So, this can be simplified as x over square root of x squared minus 1. Okay? So, pagka sinod natin, so ang negative du natin is negative x over square root of x squared minus 1 all over 1 plus ang u squared natin is x squared minus 1. And then plus, ang du natin sa kabila is 1 over ang u natin is x, ang u squared natin is x squared, then minus 1. Okay? So, pwede natin i-simplify itong first term. So, paano simplification nun? Negative x over x squared, square root of x squared minus 1 times 1 over 1 plus x squared minus 1, magiging 1 over x squared na lang kasi makakancel po itong 1 tsaka negative 1. Yan. Then plus 1 over x times square root of x squared minus 1. Okay? So, dito, pwede pa natin makancel to, yung isa. So, matitira dito is negative 1 over x times square root of x squared minus 1 plus 1 over x square root of x squared minus 1. So, isang positive, isang negative. The final answer is 0. So, yun ang ating final answer. So, that's all for the derivative. So, next video na yung mga maximum, minima, and related rates.